If you have been mining Pi and you're trying to understand what the is going on, then this video is for you, because as at press time, Pi has gone really down and they are now number 36 in the world. You remember when they came up in February, one of the exciting things about Pi is because they were really soaring high, and there was a point they got into top 10. But now they are slided down and down and down. And look at all of the coins ahead of them. Aptos, Near Protocols, Chronos, Bitensor, Have. If you are not very conversant with what we call crypto coins, you might not even know some of these names. Monero, Eternal USDE. So what really happened? How did Pi move from something getting to $3 to a meager $0.45, which is about 45 cents? All of these, there's an answer on a particular website that gave the reasons for it. And while I'm bringing this to you is so that you will know and take informed decision as you go forward in Pi. And of course, look at this comment from Joshua O'Day. It says, "You keep on updating my knowledge about Pi, helping me to pursue my goal of owning 1 million coins." It says, "I'm at the great loss right now, but I keep on buying deep. The more I buy, the deeper it seems to go, but I will keep buying." And thank you so much. This is from Joshua O'Day. You see that if people have this type of belief in a particular coin online, then you need all information available so you can take the best decisions. Let me tell you this: if you are supposed to buy something to make you a lot of money in the future and you refuse to buy, you as well will regret, as somebody who bought and also lost. Hence, the reason for this massive information. As a press time, Pi is not really doing well at all, because the market cap is presently at 3.5 billion, which is almost half, even more than half of what it used to be. And now here is where my headache is: the trading volume. Trading volume in the last 24 hours is just $71 million. That's really low. And this $71 million was because it went up about 89%. That's almost double. So that means before it was 20 something million dollars in trading volume. A lot of people are no longer trading Pi, hence the price is not really soaring. But the reason for that is explained on this particular website, onesafe.io. And once I got this, I'm like, no wonder it's going this way. And then you too will know. Pi is mined by over 65 million people, and it is in more than 200 countries of the world. So if it is backing, if it is audience, if it's community, yes, Pi has that. Although I don't bank on this fully, because even with 65 million people mining, if the prices are not doing well and the market is not really booming in our position, most people are going to sign out, and that is reality here. But let's just leave that. Problem number one, ladies and gentlemen, why Pi is not really doing as much as we think is KYC. You know, a lot of people have not been able to pass their KYC. So imagine the disdain that you have mined 500 Pi, for example, and you cannot pass your KYC until the deadline is gone. How happy will you be to continue? That's problem number one. And this problem is actually not supposed to be a problem, because it helps the platform to prevent everything fraud and also against legal filings and all of that. But it has become a problem because Pi network has a deadline for users to complete their KYC, which is a must for moving to the open mainnet. You see that? So you upload documents, face recognition, you do all of that, but they don't approve you immediately, which is where the issue is. And you see here, Pi network has some serious challenges, especially when it comes to crypto payroll solutions. Only about 14 million users have completed their KYC, and even fewer have made it to mainnet. You see, this make it to mainnet is where the problem is. A lot of pioneers are shouting and cursing because of this. So even if I pass my KYC, there's a possibility you don't move my Pi into my mainnet. This bottleneck is a real problem, and it limits transaction activities, because once people who are supposed to trade have seen these, then they switch off from it. So how do you now convince people to keep putting their money in the Pi market, especially when they are not listing on big platforms? You remember till tomorrow, Bybit has not launched or listed them. Binance is doing nothing of such. So you only have them on BitGet and all of these small platforms, which is another big trouble. And that makes it tough for businesses to use Picoin for payroll, since companies usually want stable currencies to handle salaries. So now there is this beautiful thing that should also allow people to use Pi to pay salaries, but they can't do it because today you are on $1, tomorrow you are on $1.45, next tomorrow you are 0.45. So if I want to pay salaries today and I pay with $0.45 and then next tomorrow it goes to $3, that means my staffs are gained times what? Or if I pay you your equivalent salary and then all of a sudden the next day it went to half, or 1 hour after I paid. You see, all of those are situations that are happening. But then what is the future of Pi coin? Because this is what is really important. Crypto analyst Kim H. Wong says the recovery of Pi coin depends on mass adoption. He thinks Pi Network's unique ecosystem is positioned for future growth. Underline the word future growth. I'll talk about that in a minute. He even compared Pi coin to Bitcoin, Ethereum, which also started small. Wong advises traders to be patient and think long term. Maybe Pi coin will bounce back as network matures. I'm guaranteeing this by what I've seen. Pi will recognizably mature and they are going to come back strong. But it depends on you. My always advice is please just calm down when you are doing investment. Don't be carried away because, oh, I'm buying deep. You are going to $1 million. If that's your own, fine. But at least be reasonable about these so you won't waste all your investment on something that you don't even have access to. Because whether you like it or not, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up, up and down, it's going. Please and please and please, my summary is Pi will do well. Mine as much as you can because that's giving you the free one. Make sure you do your KYC. I'm encouraging all of you that actually join through me as well to do your KYC. Do your KYC so that we can now have our Pi move to our mainnet. That way at least you are ready for something. But please, if you are investing, invest with your eyes open. Pi will do well, but it's not immediate. So you probably use the money that you don't need, just like those days during Bitcoin where you can just buy and just keep. In your mind, you need it for 2 years. And as a matter of fact, one of my subscribers said that on this new channel as well. And look at it. Pans Yod says, it's good to hold on to your Pi in Pi browser. Mine is locked for 2 years and I intend to lock again when it's unlocked. Me, I'm not locking my own like that. But this is how much it believes in the process. You just run along with it. David Oyebo says, I just bought 135 Pi the other day and definitely going to buy more. If I have at least 500 Pi, I am good. It's either go up or come down. I'm just taking this risk. Yes, risk it is, and risk is good to be taken, especially in the crypto world. One of the major things that can blow you to a multi-millionaire instantly is something around crypto. Just imagine if you have 1,000 Pi that you bought at 0.3 something or 0.4 something, and then boom, $20 multiplied by that. So from nowhere, you just have $20,000. That will change the whole narrative of your finance immediately. But of course, it can also go to 0.0000, which means you can lose the whole money you used in buying, which is unlikely in the case of Pi, I must tell you, because there is a lot that has gone down with Pi, and the only place it can go is up, because presently Pi is in a bad position and it's still 0.45. That's to tell you it can't really get worse than what it is already. And if you have some money you are not using immediately, or that you don't need next 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, then you can put it into Pi and that will do well. But don't take my advice for it. I have proofs and I have things I've seen that has made this possible. And then I think it's just fair that I show you what this is. And I'll see you in the next video.